Shalom, shalom to the elect of Yasha. This your brother Pawaria coming back at you with another quick lesson from Great Millstone Des Moines. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to all you Akim out there that's pushing his word in true sincerity and always in charity. And as you can see, the title is Shake Off the Dust Off Your Feet. Because that's what Yahweh Shai want us to do, man. Once you hear this word and you reject it or you scoff it or you don't believe in it, the blood is off our hands, man. And now it's in the hands of Yahweh Shai, man. He's going to take care of it. He's going to handle it. So it ain't no need for us to argue, you know what I'm saying, to try to force feed this to you or threaten you to receive this truth, man. The elect is going to hear his words and they're going to hear it and take heed to it, man. So this truth is not up for debate. It don't need no gimmicks. The truth is going to sell itself. And the only people that's going to buy this truth is the elect. They the only ones that find that this truth is a precious treasure. And the way they're going to buy this truth is by giving a life unto it. Romans 12:1. You're gonna let's get that right. Matter of fact, you're gonna submit their body as a living sacrifice. All right. Romans 12:1. It says, "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High Power, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High Power, which is your reasonable service." The elect is going to hear this word. They're not going to scoff it. They're not going to doubt it. All right? They're going to 100% be fully persuaded in these words. All right? It's just that simple, man. So it ain't no need for the back and forth and all this stuff, man. Because here it is. You got a lot of doctrines out there that speak against the word, the truth. Okay? Now everything is for debate. You got guys debating the Lashawan Kadash, the holy language. You got guys want to debate the, Cornelius being an Israelite or not. You want to debate, the name of the Lord. Debate the RFID CHIP, all these things they're trying to debate because they don't really believe in the truth. The 100% truth is out there and people is running away from it and trying to come up with their own understanding. And that's why you got a lot of these people that's being led to the slaughterhouse. All right. You got guys trying to convince you that there is no God. Questioning the God, well, if there's a God, why would he allow all this bad things to happen in this world? And all this stuff, man. Questioning the Lord, man. Where your thoughts is not his thoughts, man. But we know that we're definitely at the last days. Because when it tells you in 2 Peter, let's read that real quick. In 2 Peter 3, in verse 3, it says, "Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation." All right. You got a lot of scoffers out there, scoffing this word, this truth. And we know that the truth is going to be evil spoken of. And you see it, we're seeing and witnessing that even our own people is scoffing this word. They're scoffing, they're embarrassed or ashamed of being a Hebrew Israelite. And you got our own people that's scoffing it and making fun of this, their own nationality that the Lord had given unto them. Here it is, the Lord had told you, you is his chosen people above all nations. Deuteronomy 7:6, but you want to be equal to them. You want to, be subject unto them. You know, that's pure madness. It's foolery. It's a lot of foolery going on out there, man. And there's a lot of people that's rejecting this truth. Let's get out this. This is a classic right here. This Hosea 4:6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children." Right? A lot of our people is rejecting this knowledge. They taking that bag. They want to debate on if these Gentiles it can be saved. And when these Gentiles, these heathens is not seeking after the Lord. They despise the Lord. They despise this truth. How can they make it on the chariot, man? It's just crazy. They trying to put you back to sleep. After you done found out you're an Israelite, and now they trying to put you back to sleep and turn you back into a Christianite. All right? A simple-minded, love everybody fool. It's crazy, man. But let's hear from the words of Yahweh Shai, and this is Luke 9 and verse 5. It says, "And whosoever will not receive you when ye go out of that city, shake off the very dust from your feet for a testimony against them." We're witnessing that our people is against this word, this truth. They don't want to believe in it. All right? So, hey, the hell with them. If you can't get it, we moving on. It's just that simple, man. You got a lot of distractions out there and trying to, deter you from what's really going on. Prophecies are being fulfilled. But you got guys that just want to debate. They want to make money. They want to buy land. They want to continue on in this place, in a place that is burning. Here it is. This place is burning down, and you trying to build up. That's not going to work, man. This place must be burnt down. Burn, Babylon, burn. And that's what the Lord is going to come to do. Burn this place down. But so really, man, we got to shake that dust off. Because a lot of these guys is bringing forth confusion. And you can liken that dust as being, as confusion. You can add on that dust being as unbelief. They unbelief, the dust and rejection, failure. All these things, disappointment, all these things can be considered as dust. And when in dust, it clings on to you. So you got to wipe that dust off. We can't allow the incredulity of others to trouble us. Have us thinking like, oh, damn, maybe Esau can be saved. All right? Oh, maybe it is a flat earth. Maybe you can call the Lord whatever you want. Have sex on the Sabbath. And do all these things, man. We got to stand firm in this truth. Continuing in what thou has been taught. Have to be fully persuaded in this. End up following out some Vocab Malone or some, what's that dude? God Logic or somebody. These unapologetic guys. By not standing firm in the truth. You got guys talking about they been in this truth for 10 years and never believed. You got Dumb and Dumber, you know what I'm saying, over there in Genesis, talking about some they wasn't pretty much wasn't fully persuaded on the Gentiles and all of this madness, man. We can't be tossed to and fro with these wayward doctrines. The elect is not gonna be moved by it. Not by your emotions or how you feel. You rejecting this word. All right? None of that, man, is gonna stop us from fully believing in these scriptures, man. You know? So we gotta, hey, you wipe that dust off. Don't let that shit, hey, gather around, and you end up turning into a big old dust ball like these guys are, man. Okay? And you even got an example of Paul and Barnabas. You know, they had to shake the dust off their feet, man. You know? So, hey, man, this is for the elect and the elect only. All right? You know, you had, even when Yahweh Shai, when he was walking the earth, you know, and preaching, you know, you had, he was rejected in Nazareth. You know, you had religious leaders that rejected him. The crowds of people rejected him. You even had his own disciples, you know, that was rejecting him, man. But yet, hey, he kept moving. You know, he kept his eyes on the prize. He set his face towards Jerusalem, towards the cross, towards his destiny. And he shook off all that rejection so he could carry the weight for our salvation. Right? And we must do the same thing. We got to shake off all this rejection, all the shame that we're going to receive from our own people and the rest of these heathens, all the lies. You know, you're going to have people lying against you, you know, scoffing you. But we can't allow those things to you know, shame us, man. All right. I mean, it's just crazy, man, how these scoffers they scoff anything and everything. How you gonna scoff somebody because they say they got the 100% truth, just because you don't? You don't believe in the words, so you don't have it. So can't nobody else have it. Yeah, and I think you look ask ChatGPT, man, how these other camps they jealous of the true men of the Lord because they have the truth. Ain't nobody else saying they got 100% truth. The Lord said he will give us the unction to know all things that leads to salvation. That's all we need to know, man. We don't need to know how much the earth weighs and all this madness. We know what it takes to receive salvation, man. So we're going to continue on in the things that we was taught. You know, plain and simple, man. So these scoffers, they're condemned. They're going to be condemned. I'm going to just get a couple of scriptures for you scoffers, man. Because the Lord is about to start shutting y'all mouths closed. Judgment is coming your way for playing with the Lord's words. All right? Hey, you like I said before, man, you can play with your kids, you can play with your Xbox, your PS5 or whatever, but do not play with the Lord's words, the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Adding on and taking away from it, there's a great judgment for that, man. So it's very important that you be fully persuaded in these words, man, and not play with his words. You know, and be a true representative and ambassador for his words, this truth. You don't want to misrepresent the Lord, man. he told you that you are above all other nations, that's what it is. But you want to be equal too. Man, the hell with that, man. These other nations don't look at you as they look at you as nothing. But you want to, man, the hell with these people, man, for their unbelief, their incredulity. This is Proverbs 19. And verse 29. It says, judgments are prepared for scorners and stripes for the back of fools. A bunch of fools that's about to receive judgment for your unbelief, for your scoffing. The scripture says for every idle word. You got to take account for every idle word, man. All right? But yeah, that was the one I wanted to get. While I'm right here, I'm turning the page, Proverbs 22 and verse 10. It says, cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease. So we don't want you scoffers around us, man. Because you bringing forth conflict. You're bringing forth discourse. You're bringing forth confusion. And the Lord is not the author of confusion. All right? So, I mean, the point I wanted to make, man, we just got to, shake the dust off of these unbelievers, man. And it's crazy how, I mean, you see the videos that Elder Manatazakba that he does, man. Our people is mad crazy. They are mad crazy. And I believe I seen a video of Shaquille O'Neal, weak ass, scoffing the truth as well, man. Putting on a garment. I believe it was him, man. And so all these people, man, that's taking this back to try to appease everybody and trying to take a bag just to, to get along, go along just to get along. Judgment is coming for you, man. All right. Let's read this, and I'm gonna just end it. Sirach. Let's see. Sirach 13. And was that what? Let me see what this says. It says, verse 7. It says, and he will shame thee by his meat until he have drawn thee dry twice or thrice, and at the last he will laugh thee to scorn. Afterwards, when he seeth thee, he will forsake thee and shake his head at thee. Beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jollity. All right? Beware of these scoffers, man. Beware of them, man. They foolishness. And them being all jolly and joyful and thinking this is a game. This truth is deadly serious. Separate yourself from these scoffers, man. Separate yourselves from these camps that's switching up the doctrine every month, every, new moon or something. Once a year, giving you an update. Remixing the doctrine. Playing around. You see what's his Captain Tazariot playing around, joking around with God logic. All for just content, for views. The Lord is not dealing with none of that, man. And once again, he's about to start shutting you guys' mouths closed. All right? The blood is off our hands, man. There's no excuse for anybody to say they haven't heard of the truth. You know, the truth is out there, man. So whether you receive it or not, hey, the blood is off our hands. All right. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I had this scripture in Nehemiah. Nehemiah, let's see what it say. So as for the true men of the Lord, man, we're gonna continue in the true doctrine. We're not being moved at all. This is a treasure unto us, man. We ain't letting nobody move us in that, man. It's just that simple. Nehemiah 5 and 13. It says, also I shook my lap and said, so power, shake out every man from his house and from his labor that performeth not this promise, even thus be he shaken out and emptied. And all the congregation said, Amen, and praised the Lord, and the people did according to this promise. Just another example of shaking, you know what I'm saying, shaking the dust from these people, man, that don't want to believe, that don't want to receive this truth. All right? It's in the Lord's hand now, man. Okay? But that's pretty much it. Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to all you Akim out there that's pushing his word in truth, sincerity, always in charity. We almost out this hellhole. Let's keep on pushing and endure to the end. Hold fast to our faith that the Lord has blessed us to have, because this world do not have the faith that we have. All right? It's a gift that the Lord given only to the elect. All right? So take this truth as a treasure and honor it, appreciate it, and never let it go. So, shalom to you sincere Akim, you sincere Aqua. Shalom. We almost out this hellhole. Let's keep on pushing and endure until the end. Shalom.